For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156. East River Roustabout.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, day number 3 of the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip. I'm Grant Merrill along with Tony Wilson, and we've got a great ball game in this consolation round matchup between the Wilson Tigers, great name, by the way,
yes,
and the OK Mustangs. And, Tony, I know that the Shelburne boys are coming in ready to play, and we have got pretty good match. Every ball game, even in the consolation rounds, when you're playing for 6th and 7th place in the Tournament of Champions, is bound to be a good one. And we've caught some dandies so far.
Well, we really have, and just saw Hammond get defeated by Ed Memorial 70-53, Grant. But this is a versus B, so it's a closer matchup. As OK has been beaten by Booker T 72-51 and Crossing 75-46. And Wilson 78-39 and Dale 81-50. So now you're into your own element, same type of athletes that you have. Well, not really with these Shelburne brothers, but and also Diesel Davis over on the other side. So it's just going to be it'll be a great day here for basketball at the BOK Center.
Well, you still have a chance to come out and buy your tickets for less than the cost of a movie. You can come see some great basketball in both the morning and the afternoon sessions, and we definitely want you to be here for tonight, as, of course, we'll have the championships and also the third-place games. I'll have the third-place boys game between Weatherford and with the Weatherford Eagles coming up at 5:30 this afternoon. And, of course, we are just tickled that we have the chance to broadcast these ball games.
Sure.
Starting lineups for the Wilson Tigers: Zion Shelburne, Keyshawn Shelburne, Andrew Wilson, Zabrian Shelburne, and Charles Shelburne. We'll just go with first names this morning, won't we?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Is that how you called it?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure if you just say Shelburne, we can't get it wrong, right?
Right. Well, I mean, you look at it, you've got an 80% chance of the ball being in the hands of the Shelburne.
Very true.
When Wilson hits the floor. So our starters for the OK Mustangs: number 5, Austin Jones, Chase Clark as well, Bryson Parnell getting the starting nod, Diesel Davis, who's been a great featured player for these OK Mustangs, and then also Ryland Burke rounding out the starting 5. Tony, keys to victory for both of these ball clubs this morning. Break it down.
Well, I think for obviously, okay, their difference maker is number 14, Diesel Davis. He can shoot it from tomorrow and be open, and he makes his own shots. But, Wilson, Grant, they're just 2 weeks away from football being in the state semifinals
Right.
in the Class B2 championships. And so they're trying to get their basketball legs under them. So, and I think we're set for a really great game. This might be one of the most competitive games of the 4 boys games today.
The one non-Shelburne that we have, Andrew Wilson for the Wilson Tigers, is going to jump the opening tip. Wilson, of course, in their black uniforms with the white numbers and orange trim. And we're just about set for action today. Ryland Burke, the 6'1 senior, jumping the opening tip for the OK Mustangs, and we are ready to roll here this morning. Diesel Davis controlling the opening tip, and he'll work it into the front court. Closely guarded by one of the Shelburne boys at the top of the key.
That's Zion.
Now a quick bounce pass down low. He'll get the ball back from Bryson Parnell. Davis driving inside. Out of the right wing to Chase Clark. Inside to Parnell once again. He spins it out to Davis. Diesel for 3. His shot on the way it in.
Well, there you go. That's the guy for them. It's Diesel Davis.
Diesel Davis nailing it from long range. And back the other way, here come the Wilson Tigers. Charles Shelburne out around the perimeter to Zion. His shot for 3 won't fall. Rebound Bryson Parnell. Parnell back the other direction. Alternating hands on the dribble as he takes it out to the top of the key and scoops it over to Diesel Davis. Davis looking, trying to get around the edge of the arc. Moving it back up top. And in the paint to Parnell. Parnell spinning around on that pivot foot, travels with the basketball. Back the other direction here. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Can hear Coach Chad Clark down there telling him to figure it out. Tough move.
Brian Shelburne trying to push it into the paint there, and basketball's across the baseline and out of bounds. So OK, we'll have it here. Diesel Davis working it out of the backcourt. 6:43 left to play in the first quarter. OK up 3-0. Your next shot will go over the rim, no good. For Austin Jones. So Wilson will move it the other direction. Excuse me. Zabrian Shelburne to Keshawn Shelburne. Now Zabrian back out across the time stripe. He'll move it to the right side of the paint. Traveling with the basketball. He took that extra step, so OK can take it the other direction.
Everybody trying to get acclimated to one another here early going.
Diesel Davis out of the backcourt, working it through the air, back over to Chase Clark. Clark driving. He'll get a bounce pass back over to an open teammate. Down in the paint goes Parnell. He scoops it up for a quick shot. It's on the way it in, and we've got a 5-0 lead for OK.
Even got his glasses knocked off there. Grant was still able to get the basket to go.
Charles Shelburne back into Andrew Wilson. He gets his pocket pick. Back the other direction comes Ryland Burke. Back to the right side. Davis for 3.
Uh-oh.
He nails it from long range. How about that? And OK has taken an 8-0 lead. Wilson wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather round. The proof.
Back here in downtown Tulsa at the BOK Center, Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. the pride of Cashin, Oklahoma. Ella Sunken is our producer today. And now with the basketball, here come the Shelburne boys, and the Wilson Tigers will put it up and in as drawing a foul on the way up. It's Zion Shelburne, and he'll go to the line for one.
Body control here, Grant, on the replay. Wow. I don't know how he did that, but that was pretty fancy.
Foul's going to be called on Bryson Parnell, and that is going to be the first foul of the ball game. As OK leads at 8-2, and Zion Shelburne wants to make this a 5-point game. His shot up, falling short of the rim, and it won't go.
Look like me shooting a free throw. This is the worst thing for a broadcaster, right, to have your rosters on the opposite.
I'm going to have to take that up with the person who designed the program. Out of the backcourt, Diesel Davis. And since I sleep next to her, I can't be too hard on her.
Oh, boy.
Here's Diesel Davis for three. His shot on the way and in. 11-2 our score.
See, this wasn't – you didn't see this from Diesel yesterday. He wasn't this confident as what he is right now in that Crossings game. And subsequently, they get beat by 29.
Up and under, a shot falling short. And back the other direction comes Chase Clark. Clark for three.
Okay.
His shot on the way and in from long range. He nails it. And it's 14-2.
And a turnover. Energy is not meeting energy thus far, is it, Grant?
Not so far. You're right about that. 4:46 to play in the quarter.
Talon Dobson checking in for the Tigers.
Inbound throw coming. They'll lob it inside to Austin.
It's definitely not the inertia is not the same.
Got the timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on Squirtle.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. Inbound throw coming from the OK Mustangs and Chase Clark as he'll lob it up top. And, oh, man, it's intercepted and taken away by the Wilson Tigers. Racing into the front court was Zion Shelburne, and he's fouled as he takes it near his own basket.
I'm pretty sure if I know Coach Grant Proctor, knowing him the past couple years here, that he's telling these fellas, you better get after it or you're going to get blown out of the gym.
Isaiah King is in the ball game now. He throws it into Zion Shelburne. They'll work it back out to Anthony Wind Jr. Here's a shot missing and no good. Bryson Parnell coming up with the basketball. 4:26 left to go in the first quarter. 14-2. OK leading Wilson. Glad you're with us today here on Squirtle TV and on all the platforms of the sports animal WWLS. Out to the right wing. The give in to Austin Jones. He'll swing it around the perimeter to Diesel Davis. Davis kicking it left side. Over to Chase Clark. Clark driving in, and we have an offensive foul on OK that will leave Wilson with the basketball.
Yep, illegal screen. In for OK, number 00, your man, Trapper Walker.
The lone member of the all-names team for the Tournament of Champions this year.
Greatest one ever for baseball baseball tournaments, Rusty Nail.
Yep. Here's a three-pointer. One falls short. And Diesel Davis will take it the other direction. We've had some great names. Roger State had that kid, Brewster Peacock. Ran off the tongue. He was a member of the all-names team.
That's an all-time name.
And then Coach Barkley brought in a kid from Ukraine that had 33 letters in his last name, and I couldn't pronounce it, so he automatically made the all-names team.
Yeah. have one like that at OBU. Basketball is hard for me, and so I just call him by his first name.
Of course, Todd Miller would go the distance and learn how to pronounce it.
For sure.
Chase Clark, his shot for 2, falling short, nothing doing there. Zion Shelburne coming away with the basketball.
I just get nervous when I'm in the presence of Todd Miller.
Well, I've got to do a game with him today, so I'll be minding my P's and Q's.
Foul's going to be on Diesel Davis.
That'll leave Zion Shelburne to inbound it from the sideline here, just across from our broadcast position, and he'll put it into Zabrian Shelburne. Pass through the air over to Kashan from the right side of the paint. He got into a grudge match with Trapper Walker there and
got trapped.
The thumbs went in the air. They could make T-shirts. You've been trapped.
Yeah.
That could be Trapper's NIL deal here.
There you go.
See, we're thinking of things. We're thinking of ways to make money here, Tony. That's what we do. You do it with pizza trucks and snow cone stands, and
oh, trust me, I have a lot of other ideas to make money.
I have no doubt about that. Up and under, 2-pointer for Trapper Walker is marred by a foul, and he's going to the free throw line.
Wow.
And they're going to call this a Kashan Shelburne. 2:28 left to play here. 16-2 our score. You know, they've got a ramp you can drive your car into over here. You could just park the pizza truck over behind one of the goals and
I'm in.
Go to town, man.
I am in. What do you think Mick could have to say about that?
Well, just ask him. He's all about making money too.
He might be, but I'm not asking that question.
2-point shot, marred by a foul for Zabrian Shelburne. And now OK has the basketball. 2:19 left to play here.
The greatest part about being able to do that, Grant, is I'd have my truck in here. I'd have to walk so far over here.
Well, that's true. I parked Lauren's car inside one time when we were unloading a lot of stuff, and I took a picture just to prove something, that I got something bigger than a paperclip past security here. Back the other direction.
Nice.
Here come the Wilson boys, and the 2-pointers on the way for Kashan Shelburne. 17-4 our score here. Only the second field goal so far for the Wilson Tigers. Uncharacteristic of them so far. Chase Clark out at the top of the key, closely guarded. He'll work it into the paint. 2-pointers off the rim. Nothing doing there. Wilson coming up with it. Back the other direction is Brian Shelburne. Down on the baseline, 2-pointers on the way and in for Kashan Shelburne. 1:23 left to go in this first quarter. Out around the perimeter, Ryland Burke. He'll work it back over to Diesel Davis. Davis with a quick handoff. Takes it to the corner. Long threes. Falling short. Nothing doing there. Back the other direction here comes Anthony Wind Jr. and his shot's blocked.
Just telling you right now, Grant, if Diesel Davis would have made that one over there in the corner, I'd have stood up and started clapping.
You'd almost have to give him an ovation.
It almost hit the rafters.
Inbound throw given back into the Wilson Tigers and Zion Shelburne. As he works it across the top of the key, the whistle blows and
offensive foul.
OK will have the basketball as they call this one on Andrew Wilson.
I've been giving out high fives today.
You even high-fived the great Michael Godecki, one of the longtime trainers here in the Tulsa Public Schools. He has handled the Edison Eagles crew for a lot of years, and my daughter Molly works for him as an student trainer. Ryland Burke out around the perimeter to Chase Clark, back up to Diesel Davis. 20 seconds left. Davis closely guarded as he works it around the corner to Burke. Now a bounce pass to Parnell inside. Outlet pass to Burke. His shot for 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound, Parnell. His stick back won't go. 4 seconds left, and here comes Zion Shelburne from nearly half court at the buzzer. He shoots, but it's off the glass and no good. And we put a quarter in the books here at the BOK. Take a break and be back after this. You are watching the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip on Squirtle.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today. Looking to jumpstart your career affordably?
Yeah, welcome back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. I'm over here trying to blow Tony's mind with
You just did.
a couple of things coming up in the pipeline. Diesel Davis working it back over to the right wing, bringing it back up to Trapper Wilson.
I can already tell you what that stat sheet says. 4 threes for OK in that first quarter.
Up and under a shot blocked as Chase Clark went up for it. I said Trapper Wilson. I meant Trapper Walker. I was saying his name and reading jerseys at the same time and then working with Tony Wilson. It all runs together sometimes.
I understand that.
3-point shot falls short. Won't go for Brian Shelburne. And as it's short enough to go out of bounds, OK will take it the other direction. Inbound throw given inside to Diesel Davis. Davis gets it back over to Trapper Walker. Now to Bryson Parnell. His shot for two won't fall. Back the other direction. Here comes Wilson. Zion Shelburne out to the top of the key. He'll take it in the paint. Outlet pass to the right wing. Three-pointer falls off the rim. No good. And now the Tigers get the ball back. Driving inside. 2-pointers on the way and in there for Talon Dobson, and he collects a foul on the way up.
Pretty tough move there by Dobson. Gets in there and good body control once again. And these Wilson guys are so athletic and able to get into different spots that most people aren't, Grant, just because of their athleticism. So they got to be able to contour and control.
The lone free throw is up and in. 17-9 our score.
Seeing a little more concerted effort for the energy for Wilson here recently.
Diesel Davis works it through the air. Over to Trapper Walker. Trapper's trapped himself down in the paint. We've got a foul called. He'll be going to the line for two as they put this one on the hands of Andrew Wilson. I think that's his second of the ball game. OK's got 4 fouls so far. No, they've got 1 foul. I'm sorry. The timeout column and the foul column are right there next to each other. First free throw for Trapper Walker is off the rim and no good. Next free throw's up and coming. Trapper Walker gets that one. Sports the double odd on his jersey. And here comes Wilson. Basketball's knocked loose. Picked up by the Wilson Tigers, and unfortunately for them, Talon Dobson will drag it across the time stripe.
Boy, he almost saved it. That was great effort and hustle, but just unable to get it before the infraction occurred.
Inbound throw coming to Diesel Davis. Davis out around the perimeter, dribbling with one hand, directing traffic with the other. He'll find Chase Clark right side of the paint. Clark, his shot for two. Hanging on the rim, it won't fall. So Brian Shelburne back the other direction. Gets a bounce pass over to Keshawn Shelburne. His shot won't fall. Chase Clark taking it the other direction. 5:38 to play. Chase Clark pushing it through the air. Down to the right wing to Trapper Walker. Now inside to Parnell. His shot for two. Falling short, and it's marred by a foul. This one is going to be on Zabron Shelburne. Go ahead, Mr.
So now
Wilson.
you got your sheet.
I do have it.
Yeah,
yes.
that worked out.
Yeah, once we get past the quarter and they give us the scoring sheet, I don't have to flip back and forth in the program.
Carpal tunnel.
This is where Todd Miller would be telling us, now you know why I write out all those charts before the game.
Right.
Next free throw's up and coming. Shots on the way and in. 20-9 our score. And here come the Wilson Tigers from Henrietta's favorite suburb. Out around the perimeter, they'll give it off to Keshawn Shelburne. He sprints into motion here. Down in the paint, 2-point shots off the glass and no good. Back the other direction, here comes Chase Clark. Clark moving it around the perimeter, finding Burks. Now to Diesel Davis. Diesel driving through traffic here. 4:48 left to play in the first half. Davis up and under. Tries to scoop it down to an open teammate and does so. Clark coming up into the paint. And now the basketball thrown out of bounds. Stuck in one of the courtside seats there.
I would have made that play had I been over there.
Tony, you were probably the most visible spectator last night at this ballgame. I sent you
I saw that. Yeah.
You know, the great thing about Squirtle is you can get on the Squirtle YouTube channel on your smart TV, and I watched the Owasso Weatherford game in my recliner last night.
Yeah, thanks for the picture. Appreciate that.
3-point shot coming, and it falls off the rim, no good.
Man, that was a good ball game.
It was. I was flipping back and forth between Squirtle and the radio broadcast with the great Steve Mowry from Owasso, and we have to tune in to Steve sometime just for his level of excitement. Long threes on the way and in for Wilson, and Brian Shelburne nails that one from long range.
Does he get a little animated, does he?
Steve gets excited sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He was my color man and then took over the play-by-play when I left the broadcast chair for the Rams, and he and Jared Gallagher and Corey Bird do a great job up there, but they are all Owasso all the time.
I had nothing wrong with that.
No.
I mean,
kind of like you and the Chandler Lions.
100%, 100%.
Okay, we'll pop it back into play here. Long pass up to the top of the key to Diesel Davis. Davis out around the perimeter, double teamed. And his shot blocked back the other direction. Here comes Wilson and the Shelburne brothers. This is Brian Shelburne out at the top of the key. He'll crank it back up top. Long three, missing and no good there for Keshawn. Diesel Davis to take it the other direction. Davis working it through the air, finds a man far side. Driving in for OK is Sawyer Henderson. He turns the ball over, coming up with it. Zion Shelburne. He gets his pocket picked, and now Diesel Davis racing into the front court. He feeds a man under the goal. 2 pointers on the way and in. Bryson Parnell credited with that shot, and we've got a 10-point ball game.
Yes, sir.
And now a foul called as Zion Shelburne was going to the hoop. They're going to call this one on Trapper Walker, and that will send Wilson back to the free throw line. So 0-0, foul 0 here.
Ought.
All odds all the time.
Sounds like some Jethro Bodine mathematicians.
Maybe some Boudreaux T. Wilson.
Yeah, him too.
Free throws off the rim and no good. Next free throw is up and coming. Shots up and shots good. 2:36 left to go in the first half. And now Diesel Davis out of the backcourt. He'll work it back over to the open Chase Clark. Clark down in the paint trying to find somebody. As they scoop it out to Diesel Davis, a travel called, and Coach Clark is not too happy about that one. Preaching from the sidelines.
That's not a travel, sir. He's pleading his case.
I think the judge, jury, and executioner over there told him to.
Yes.
Actually, it was.
He was nice enough to listen, however.
He did. It's a Brian Shelburne shot off the glass and no good. And now a turnover. Back the other direction. 2 pointers on the way it is. So Brian Shelburne shot makes it. 7-point ball game now, 22-15. OK leading it. Chase Clark after the top of the key here. He'll try to move down to the right wing, taking it in the paint. 2 pointers on the way it in. Moving it the other direction is Anthony Wind Jr. He'll bring it back over to Brian Shelburne. Minute 17 to play here. They'll pop it out to Zion Shelburne once again. 2-point shots off the rim and no good. Coming up with it, Bryson Parnell. Parnell moves it over to Chase Clark. Clark out around the edge of the arc here, moves it over to Diesel Davis. 50 seconds left. Diesel driving into the paint, turns the ball over, is right in the right place at the right time was Anthony Wynn Jr. And as they take it into the front court, the whistles blow and we have a foul.
Yeah, going up trying to block that shot for OK. It was number 5, Austin Jones. Zion Shelburne to the line to shoot a pair.
At the free throw line, we'll see what he can do. Zion Shelburne's first one is on the way. Nothing doing. Next one coming. Next free throws up and coming. Shots up, shots good. 24-16 our score. 39 seconds left to play.
To where Ricky's lightning fast getting those numbers up there on that scoreboard. I look up there and for the score and it's already been posted.
He does a good job. Ricky actually, our scoreboard operator, is one of the television producers over at Webster High School. They have their multimedia center here. He was showing me pictures of the brand new LED screen that they got.
Okay, so that's the screen that they were talking about.
Yeah, TPS has some great programs. They really do. Up at the top of the key, Bryson Parnell has it. He'll move it out to Chase Clark. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Parnell back to Clark, 3 seconds. At the buzzer, a three-pointer on the way and in. He gets it. 27-16 as we go to halftime. Hang with us, more coming up. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. As you travel down the road to the gold ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Jansen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Jansen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JanssenGMC.com for details. Drive a little, save a lot at Jansen GMC, 2602 North Van Buren in Enid.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
For a lot of people with a fear of their credit score and wanting a newer used car loan, this is the last place that one wants to be. Well, at Western Sun Federal Credit Union, a marginal credit score doesn't necessarily mean no. In fact, they have a terrific record of getting members approved. And all it requires is this. Give Western Sun a look for low rates and a fast response. I doubt you'll be disappointed. WSFCU.com.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkunpregnant.org. That's thinkunpregnant.org.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms' new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms' crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Brahms.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access, whether you're at home or on the go. Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit gopioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today. Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half action here at the BOK Center. Mr. Merrill is joining us now as second half OK leads Wilson 27-16 off the hot three-point shoes. And we take a look at our halftime stats here. What was that sponsor for the stats?
Western Sun Federal Credit Union.
6 locations?
6 locations in Tulsa to serve you.
5 of 9 OK was from beyond the arc. 1 of 7 for Wilson. That's going to be your difference in the ballgame. 6 of 21 total shooting for Wilson Henrietta. OK was OK with 9 of 20. 4 of 5 from the line for the Mustangs. And Henrietta, 3 of 6. Total point leaders, Keshawn Shelburne, 5, and Diesel Davis. Thought Diesel had 9 there in that first half as Wilson starts with the basketball. It's turned over to Grant.
Andrew Wilson kicks it into Zion Shelburne to get us started in the third quarter. Over to the right wing, a three-pointer falls short and won't go there for Calvin Dobson. Loose basketball picked up by the Tigers, and now a long three on the way and in. Keyshawn Shelburne is getting it up and in. Back the other direction. Here comes OK. Chase Clark into the front court. 45 seconds into this second half. He fires a 2, and it's on the way and in. 29-19 our score, 7:14 to go. Into the front court. Zion Shelburne. He'll work it around the perimeter, getting it back over to Andrew Wilson. Back to Zion Shelburne. He cranks it out to the right wing around the perimeter. Keshawn, his shot on the way and in. 29-21 to an 8-point ball game we go. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third. Back the other direction, Chase Clark. Clark out around the perimeter. Kicks it up to Trapper Walker. Now to Ryland Burke. 3-point shots missing and no good. Back the other direction. Here comes Wilson. 2-point shot hangs on the rim and won't fall. Back the other. Well, Wilson keeps it. And a stick back for Zion Shelburne from long range won't go. And we've got a foul called as the OK Mustangs will be charged with this one.
This is definitely not the energy level that they started the game out with, Grant. This is a totally different look here for the Tigers of Wilson.
Trapper Walker has assessed that foul. And back at the free throw line, Zion Shelburne. His first one's up and coming. Shots on the way, in and out, no good. He'll have another one.
1 and 5 in for OK. 5, Austin Jones. See 1 making his first appearance, it appears, Jaden DeLue.
Zion Shelburne with another one coming. Shots on the way and in. 29-22. Our score. And here comes Chase Clark for the OK Mustangs. Clark closely guarded as he works around the perimeter. Outlet pass to the right wing. Burke driving inside. Underhanded shots off the glass and no good. Ball's loose, picked up by Wilson. Back into the front court. Here comes Shelburne. He'll hand it off, or he'll try to hand it off to a teammate, and his pocket's picked. Jaden DeLue coming up with the basketball for OK as he pops it over to Chase Clark. Clark holding off at the top of the key. He'll work it out of the corner. 2-point shots on the way it in.
Tough shot there by Clark. Gets that little mid-range jumper to go.
31-22 our score. And here come the Mustangs out around the perimeter. Long threes off the iron, no good. Nothing doing there for Zion Shelburne. Diesel Davis back the other direction. Diesel for 3. Whoa, he got that one. Kind of an awkward shot. It was a 2. He had a foot inside the arc, but from the corner, he was able to make that one.
Still tough sledding there.
5 minutes to go. Back the other direction. Shot falls short, but won't go for the Mustang or for the Tigers. And now a foul called that will leave the Wilson Tigers back at the free throw line. Zion Shelburne to do the honors. 2 shots here. Fouls on Jaden DeLue in the first free throw. Up and coming for Zion Shelburne. It's up on the way and in. Another free throw's up and coming.
Bryson Parnell in for OK.
Another free throw on the way and in. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. 33-24 our score. Diesel Davis. Back over to Burke. 3-point shot on the way and in. They nailed it from long range.
Rylan Burke stepped up with confidence and shot that one.
And now here's another shot from 3-point range that won't fall. Diesel Davis picks up the rebound. He'll work it into the paint. Outward pass to the top of the key, and Rylan Burke. Back to Diesel Davis. Driving inside, double teamed. He'll crank it back up top to Parnell. Down on the baseline. 2-point shots on the way and in. That is Austin Jones. A 14-point ball game. OK leading Wilson, and we've got a timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll take one with them and be back right after this. You're watching the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip on Squirtle.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve. Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor...
Welcome back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson, producer Ella along with us today. She keeps giving me the signal that we're back on, and I keep not seeing it. So
I got you.
She's going to have to smack one of us before long to get our attention. 3-pointer won't fall for the Wilson Tigers as Keshawn Shelburne misses that. Back the other direction. Here come the OK Mustangs. Chase Clark into the front court. 2-pointer of his own won't fall. Basketball picked up by Wilson. They'll bring it up front to Andrew Wilson. Now to the right wing. 3-pointers on the way and in. That, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Wind Jr. Just for the fact that he's got a junior on the back, we'll put him on the all-names team. Into the front court, Parnell from 3-point range. He passes it down low instead and actually turns it over.
Thought he's going to let that one fly, Grant.
From the corner, 3-point shots off the rim and no good. You know, being a basketball announcer of any sort, we're not nearly at this level, but I hated to see Greg Gumbel's passing yesterday.
Sure.
Talk about the voice of March Madness.
Man.
That was him. 2-pointer for Chase Clark on the way and in. Up and under, 2-pointer on the way, good for Shelburne as well, or Anthony Wynn Jr. Diesel Davis will take it the other direction. Now to the wing. Burke for 3. His shot won't fall.
That was some elevation.
Tigers take it coast to coast, and the travel called as down in the corner, Andrew Wilson was trying to spin around and took an extra step. Diesel Davis taking it the other way. Diesel Davis down low, 2-point shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, stick back. It won't go, but a foul's called, and that will likely put OK and Austin Jones back at the free throw line.
Yeah, Jones coming in off the bench there, 6'5". It's kind of giving them a little height advantage here over a shorter Wilson team, and when you first look at them, they really don't pass the eye test of being tall, but they play tall just for because of their athleticism.
First free throw is on the way and in. He'll have another. 41-29 our score. 1:52 left to play in this one. Don't forget, just about the best coverage of this tournament is coming from the great scribe himself, Barry Lewis, who has rolled in this morning.
Smattering of applauses.
Another free throw on the way and in.
Barry and I have had a fun 2 days. I've enjoyed it.
Well, every time I see you guys on Squirtle, you're leaned over talking to him. So y'all have been in constant conversation for about, 8 hours out of yesterday? 2-point shots on the way and in.
I mean, if you don't know Barry Lewis and his knowledge of sports,
that conversation could go for days. Up and under 2-pointers on the way and in.
But I will have to say that Barry kind of broke my heart yesterday by saying he really wasn't a Johnny Bench fan. That really hurt my feelings.
Deshaun Shelburne made that last bucket, and Diesel Davis takes it the other way. You got to meet him over the summer, didn't you?
I did. One of my greatest accomplishments.
Diesel Davis out around the perimeter.
Other than being with Grant Merrill, of course.
Well, my wife would tell you that might be more of a burden than an accomplishment.
I have lofty aspirations.
3-point range, Diesel Davis working it around the perimeter. He'll get a bounce pass back over to Rylan Burks. Rylan out around the key, handing it back off to Chase Clark. 25 seconds left to play. Clark with a bounce pass over to an open teammate. Burt coming out of the corner. Back to Clark. Clark holding near half court, and we've got a timeout taken with 14 seconds left.
You take a look here with 14.1, 13-point game, 44-31. It just seems like that every time that Wilson is able to try to put a little bit of something together, OK seems to answer it back to keep that lead extended, not letting them, kind of get closer and closer. Because Wilson, if you'll remember, they went scoreless for quite a bit. Diesel Davis hit those 2 big threes to start the game. And it was like, 11 to 2 there in the early goings. And they just really haven't been able to, get past that point to get this game closer.
44-31 our score. I want to thank our great sponsors who have brought the Tournament of Champions together this sweet year. You see on the screen there, Tulsa Tech and Brahms. Those are some of our sponsors here on Squirtle TV. Rogers State University, Hill Spring Church, and Western Sun Federal Credit Union, just to name a few. State Representative Mark Van Kuren as well. 6 seconds left to play. Now the whistle blows with 4.1 seconds left, and we've got a foul called. Offensive foul is going to be assessed to Austin Jones, and that will leave Wilson with the basketball. Inbound pass slapped away by Parnell, and he puts it out of bounds. And now Wilson will have the full length of the floor to make up in 2 seconds. Shot at the buzzer I say shot at the buzzer. With 1/10 of a second left, the whistle blows again, and we've got another violation here.
Can't do anything.
No, not this time. They're going to make him throw it in, and Diesel Davis will do the honors. He just tries to lob it in for an alley-oop, and they don't get it.
A miracle.
44-31, our score heading into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this on Squirtle TV.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about.
For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Western Sun Federal Credit Union has 6 Tulsa locations to serve you. And they'll bring us our stat report for the fourth quarter. Tony?
11 of 34 total field goals for Wilson Henrietta. 3 of 15 from 3, 6 of 10 from the charity stripe, leading the way. Sean Shelburne, 6 points, along with Zabrian. And then for OK, Diesel Davis with 11 points. Chase Clark with 16.
Missed shot there for Bryson Parnell, and back the other way comes Shelburne. His shot hangs on the rim and falls through the hoop. He gets fouled on the way up, and now we'll have an extra point here.
I misspoke, Grant, because Sean Shelburne with 11 total points and Zion with 7. That one goes for Zion as he attempts to make the three-point play.
Fouls on Chase Clark, and now Zion Shelburne will see what he can do from the free throw line. 7:24 to play. Glad you're with us here on Squirtle this morning. Next free throw off the rim and no good. Back the other way, Chase Clark with the basketball. He'll work it over to the left corner, trying to move it over to Trapper Walker. And Trapper turns it over, so now the Shelburne boys are in the front court. Zion's shot in and out, no good. Under 7 minutes to play here. Diesel Davis out of the backcourt. Working it up front, trying to find an open teammate. Ryland Burke has it. He'll get it back to Davis. Double teamed. He kicks it left wing to Austin Jones.
Okay, in no hurry here to shoot with this 11-point lead.
Okay. Keep trying to milk that clock, and now we've got a foul called.
Looks like that one's going to go on Sean Shelburne. Charles coming in with Andrew Wilson.
Parnell coming in.
Technical foul.
Okay. Oh, wow. So we've got a technical foul on the floor here on the Wilson Tigers, and this will put Chase Clark back at the free throw line.
A technical foul has been assessed number 1, Sean Shelburne.
Not sure what went down there, but Chase Clark at the free throw line. First free throws on the way and in. Next free throw's up and coming. Shots on the way, off the rim and no good. 6:33 left to play here. Inbound pass intercepted and taken away by the Wilson Tigers. 2-pointer. It's on the way and in for Brian Shelburne. 6:23 left to play here, and it's 45-35, Tony.
Yeah, 10-point game. Got down from that 13 we talked about at the end of the third.
Mustangs into the front court. They're trying to hold that basketball as long as they can, but Wilson's defense may not allow them to do that. Down to the corner, up top to Clark. Back over to Davis, back over to Clark. We may have about 6 minutes of this here. Now a bounce pass from Davis back over to Burt. Now to Parnell in the corner. He'll work it back up to Diesel Davis. Parnell dribbling inside. Looked at the shot, didn't take it. And now coming away with it is Charles Shelburne. Charles into the front court, cranks it back up top. 3-point shots, in and out, no good. For Zion Shelburne, who tried that one. As the basketball is knocked out of bounds, and okay, we'll take it from here.
Grant, if I was to pay you, would you please do your hair like Charles's?
I might do it for free. That's a pretty stylish haircut.
I like that. If I could, I would.
Before Christmas Eve, I was starting to look like I was going to come in third place in the Conway Twitty lookalike contest. It was getting that long, so with some work and some moves, I might have been able to pull off Charles's style, or at least a lookalike of it. I don't think anybody can pull off Charles's style. 2-point shots on the way, and a foul is assessed as they're on the way up. They are going to call this one on Charles Shelburne. Not even the great hair can save him from a foul there, Tony.
No.
Back at the free throw line, we'll see what Chase Clark can do. First free throws up and coming. Shots up, shot is no good, and Charles Shelburne taking the other direction. Now a blocking foul call.
Got to give a shout out to one of our Chandler broadcast partners, Mark Roberts, tuned in, watching on Squirtle.tv this morning.
Fouls assessed to Ryland Burke. Inbound throw to Charles Shelburne at the top of the key. Shelburne guarded by Diesel Davis as he works it to the right wing. Pass inside, turned over. Coming up with the Chase Clark. Clark out of the backcourt, giving it back over to Parnell, now to Diesel Davis. Wilson quickening the pace of their defense here.
Sure.
Ball's knocked loose and everybody's after it. And Coach Chad Clark wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds, this is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
At Hill Spring Church in Sand Springs, we'd like to invite you to join us for one of our worship services, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at the Charles Page High School Auditorium.
You can worship with us online at our website, hillspring.tv, our YouTube channel, or on Facebook Live.
We offer exciting programs for kids of all ages and a fun family atmosphere where it's easy to connect and find a place to belong.
Join us this Sunday. We'll save you a seat.
Hill Spring Church, making a difference together.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Back here in downtown Tulsa at the BOK Center, 4:19 left to go in this ball game. Boudreaux T over here is getting down to the Duran.
Yes, sir.
Our DJ Donkey Larry is
getting after it today.
Playing over the loudspeaker here.
He's got like 4 donkeys up there.
Well, that's why he's Donkey Larry.
Does that make a pack?
Yeah, I heard maybe. I don't know. I've got to go back and read that part of Matthew in the Bible to see how they classified it. 2-point shots missing and no good for Zion Shelburne. His stick back won't go either, and Diesel Davis comes up with the rebound. They're working back over to Chase Clark. 2-point shot falls off the rim, no good. And the stick back attempt is barred by a foul. And this is going to be on Charles Shelburne, leaving Ryland Burke back at the free throw line. Well, if you are still down in the dumps about the performance from the Oklahoma Sooners yesterday, you can lift your spirits by buying a ticket to the second session today of the Tournament of Champions. We will lift your spirits with some great basketball this evening, and we've got a great slate of action for you. Got Quinton and Glenpool coming up in senior girls play. The big game tonight with Owasso and Booker T in the finals. And we've just got a lot of great action for you. So get yourself to downtown Tulsa and let's fill this place up for tonight.
There's a good crowd here last night.
Down low, 2 pointers on the way and in for Talon Dobson, and he collects a foul on the way up. Oh, no, it's an offensive foul that's going to leave OK taking it the other direction.
Grant Proctor definitely not satisfied with that call.
Out of the backcourt, Diesel Davis. Crank it back over to an open teammate. A turnover. And now headed to the hoop, the Wilson Tigers and Zion Shelburne.
Surprised they didn't get the trap right there.
Foul called as they're trying to take it out of the backcourt, and they're going to call this of Zion Shelburne. This will leave Ryland Burke back at the free throw line.
Got it to 11, Grant, but just can't ever get it past there. Every time they score, OK finds a way to score. That first free throw misses.
Ryland Burke's first one, nothing doing there. He'll have another one coming. 2:59 left to go in this one. Big lead for the OK Mustangs. Next free throw broadens that lead to a 12-point margin. Charles Shelburne with the basketball. He'll fire a three, and it's on the way and in.
Well, that'll get it to single digits.
49-40 our score. 2:44 left to play here. Back the other direction. Ryland Burke into the hands of Parnell. Bryson Parnell trying to find an open teammate. Finds Burke in the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Everybody going after it. And Grant Proctor wants a timeout. Did he get it?
I think he's going to get it. He had possession of it while he's yelling timeout. Of course, he's yelling timeout the entire time. That's the right call.
Well, they gave him his timeout with 2:29 left to go. We're due for a 1-minute break. We'll take a break with him and be back after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip on Squirtle.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963. Wiggins Auctioneers is a...
Welcome back to the Tournament of Champions at the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill and Tony Wilson along with you. Charles Shelburne with the basketball out of the break. He'll kick it left wing. Three-pointer for Anthony Wind Jr. On the way and in. 49-43. It's a 6-point ball game. Davis out of the backcourt. Passing to Bryson Parnell, and he's fouled by Wind. And this is going to leave Bryson Parnell back at the free throw line.
Holding, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Don't confuse me here, Tony. You know, if I follow your lead, I might actually say it. First free throws on the way and in.
Very impressionable, huh?
I have to hang out with good people that won't lead me astray. Next free throws on the way and in.
I'd like to think over the last 3 or 4 years I've kept you straight and narrow.
You kept me in check. Loose basketballs picked up. 3-point shot. Won't fall there for Talon Dobson. Back the other way, Diesel Davis racing into the paint. He'll kick it down low. 2-pointer for Trapper Walker. Is on the way in, and he collects a foul on the way up.
What a shimmy shake by Diesel Davis to get the defender kind of in a bad spot and gives it up, and getting that one to go.
So Trapper will get a single free throw here. First one's up and coming. Shots on the way and in. 54-43 our score. Everybody after the basketball, and OK will get it here. Parnell trying to get out of the backcourt. Double teamed. They'll kick it off to Diesel Davis. Cross-court pass. Davis out to the top of the key. Quick handoff over to Ryland Burke, and he's fouled as he patrols the perimeter there. Ryland Burke going to the free throw line. The foul on Talon Dobson, his third. 1:24 left to play. First free throw. Up and coming. It's off the iron, no good.
We got the OK fellas behind us today. They'll be loud and cheering.
Oh, you mean the Quentin guys?
Quentin guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were fun yesterday.
One of them brought some kind of barbecue. I'm smelling from Billy's. We may have to send them after a to-go order.
Yeah, right.
I miss Billy's on the square, but they've got this location here in the BOK Center that's occasionally open for events and stuff, and it's good food. Full-time outtaking with 1:19 left to play. We'll take it with him and be back after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Is your school or booster club?
We welcome you back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson, along with producer Ella here as well. The Wilson Tigers with the basketball out of the break. And from long range, a three-pointer on the way and in for Anthony Wynn Jr. They get their own rebound. Stick back on the way and in as well. Wow.
7-point game.
55-48. OK trying to take it out of the backcourt. Wilson just all over them.
Yeah, it looked like that Nolan Richardson 40 minutes of AT hockey sticks.
Speaking of which, happy 83rd birthday belated
God,
to
I
Coach
led
Richardson.
you right into that one, didn't I?
I think I just dismantled something below us here.
Don't worry, I did it the other day too. Rick put it back up there for me. It's heavy.
I had so much angst from your disrespect toward the Razorbacks that I kicked something into the floor here.
It's just a power box. No big deal. Powers everything here at BOK Center.
Next free throw's on the way and in. But Nolan Richardson and Bill Self had the same birthday. Imagine that. Long three over the rim and no good.
What a save.
And now Diesel Davis comes away with the basketball. He'll race to the hoop. 2-point shots on the way and in.
Man, he had his rearview mirror that whole way waiting for Charles Shelburne. He knew he was going to be there.
3-pointer on the way and in for the Wilson Tigers. 28 seconds left, 59-51 our score and a foul call. They are going to call this one on Anthony Wind Jr., and this will put OK back at the free throw line.
Been frantic these last few seconds.
Just a little bit. I'll be sure not to kick our power supply again. Take the whole stadium down.
I think it's just our definitely take the broadcast down.
First free throws on the way and in. Another one's coming.
Barry's laptop.
We cannot disconnect the Tulsa world from the world.
Center of the universe.
Back the other way. Here comes Charles Shelburne as he races across the time stripe. We've got a whistle and a timeout. 23 seconds left to play. Back in a minute on Squirtle.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Tony Wilson's on the organ coming out of the timeout. 23 seconds left to play here. Here come the Wilson Tigers with the basketball, trying to avenge a 10-point deficit with 15 seconds to do it. A missed shot won't help them any, and Diesel Davis will take it out of the backcourt. OK Mustangs holding off for the win here, and our final score, OK 61, Wilson 51. And that's it for the BOK Center here in downtown Tulsa. So both of these ball clubs heading home from the tournament. And we've got girls action coming up next between Quinton and
Glenpool.
My mind was drawing a blank.
That's quite all right.
Stay with us for that one coming up next. For Tony Wilson, I'm Grant Merrill. Thanks for being with us here on Squirtle.